and welcome to this MIE panel on the relevance of clinical natural language processing tasks focusing on languages other than English. My name is Aurélie Neveol. I am a researcher at CNRS in France, and over the past 5 years I have been involved in the organization of 2 series of biomedical NLP shared tasks focusing on languages other than English. The first task that I will talk about was offered as a lab at CLEF, the Conference and Labs of the Evaluation Forum. You can find all the details on the CLEF eHealth website listed here, including papers describing each edition of the task and participants' submissions. The motivation for this task was to produce actionable information for public health, and in particular to provide coding assistance for the production of national death statistics in several countries. So the task consisted in analyzing the text of death certificates to produce coding in the form of a list of codes from the 10th edition of the International Classification of Diseases, or ICD-10. And you can see here some examples of texts in French and Italian. Over the years, we had datasets in English, French, Hungarian, and Italian. Participants were free to address one or multiple languages. Here is an overview of the results of submissions on the French datasets over the 3 editions. An interesting thing to notice is that participation increases over the years and performance improves for returning participants. This illustrates one key element of shared tasks, which is that they take time. They take time to organize, they take time to participate in, and they take time to grow. But this is the price for the rewards that you get from them, and we'll get to that later. The second task I would like to talk about has been offered at the workshop on machine translation, or WMT, since 2016. You can typically find more information on the task on the website, including links to all datasets, overview papers, and participants' papers. The motivation of the task is to improve the access to health information for non-native speakers. The task consists in translating biomedical text from one language to another, as shown in this sample sentence. Over the years, we had datasets for 15 language pairs covering different text genres, including the literature, patient information leaflets, clinical trial descriptions, and terminologies. Here is an overview of the submissions on the recurring language pairs. So English to and from Spanish, French, and Portuguese. We can see an overall improvement of performance over time, but more interestingly perhaps, we can also see that there seems to be something different going on with Portuguese and Spanish versus French here, and so that prompted us to have a closer look at the data, and details of the study that we conducted were just published at LREC. So to summarize the contributions of the tasks for multilingual clinical NLP in general, I believe that they are threefold. First, the tasks offer an opportunity to engage the community at large, so including members of the scientific community who are not necessarily focusing on the biomedical field. Secondly, they provide foundational research advances in terms of the development of data sets, the development of methods, but also the understanding of processes such as reproducibility of NLP pipelines. And finally, the shared tasks foster the transfer of research to practical applications. And in that sense, the CLEF eHealth task is kind of a success story, as the results of the task are currently being integrated into the French death statistics production workflow. And so now I think we'll have some time for discussion, and I'd like to end by thanking the workshop organizers for giving me this opportunity to talk to you today. And I also want to thank all the participants to the WMT and CLEF eHealth task, as well as my co-organizers. Thank you. As well as my task co-organizers. Thank you.